But
I wasn't a lizard king. I could do anything.
What I'm
It's not what the organ sounds like. Doesn't sound like Beaker.
Beaker in the Doors. I just picture little like Jim Morrison's like screaming like tell all the people, and like Beaker's just on like the organ as Ray Manzai like and he's just like freaking out. Oh,
what a great beginning to the show.
What a very peaked opening that we're still peaked. You're ruining all of this. You bring it down just a little bit. There we go.
Is that good? That's good.
Better. We're just not. There we go.
Hey!
The first part of this is gonna be incredibly loud.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the morning show.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Hopefully, we're so glad you could attend. Come inside. No, don't come in my house, please. But welcome to You'll Like 'Em with Josh.
Hello.
And Conor. That's me. Where we discuss music, movies, and basically anything that we go on a tangent for an hour and a half.
I forget. I was going to say something about the Doors, but I completely forgot what it was.
We're talking about Beaker playing the keyboard.
We were. That's what sidetracked me. I don't know. Free advertisement. The Doors live. Isle of Wight is coming out soon. Buy it on DVD and Blu-ray. The Doors live in Europe. That's what I was gonna say. So I've been watching a lot of the Doors concert DVDs I have, and live in Europe, and it's presented by Grace Slick.
Grace Slick.
Yeah,
okay.
she's talking with what's his name from Jefferson Airplane.
Marty Balin?
No, the other one.
The one I can't remember whose name is. Who
Yeah,
died recently.
Yes, it's that guy. And so they're just talking, and like there's like a scene or there's an interview with Grace, like she's just like, yeah, and like all these like girls are just like in the stage watching Jim getting hard-ons. What do we have? Wet-ons, soft-ons? And I'm like, Grace Slick, what do we have? Wet-ons? Perfect. What a great embodiment of.
Yeah, she was something else.
Yeah, and then they're just talking about like getting fucked up and just playing in Europe, and it's a great documentary. Doors live in Europe. Watch it.
I believe she slept with like everyone in the band.
I like to think she slept with Jim Morrison as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, have you ever heard I read an autobiography of Jim Morrison back in high school, and I remember reading that he met Janis Joplin and he became infatuated with her.
Is it an autobiography?
No, it was
just is it No One Gets Here Out Alive?
I don't remember what it was called. It was huge. It was like that thick.
Oh, it's probably.
I never read all of it, but and he was talking about how the guy was like, yeah, Jim like became obsessed with Janis Joplin. They were set up on a date, and at first they were like, yeah, you know, they kind of got along, and then Jim just was himself, and Janis Joplin was like, no, this guy's a fucking freak, and she like smacked him and ran out.
Aww.
And then there was another show which apparently had Hendrix playing. And Jim Morrison was in the audience, and he climbed up on stage and started saying, I want to suck your cock! And Jimi Hendrix was just like, I don't know what to do.
That's a great Jimi Hendrix impression. Wow. I don't know what to do, man. I'm Jimi Hendrix.
And then Janis Joplin ran on stage and started beating the shit out of Jim Morrison.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah. I was like, that's the 60s.
See, it's stories like that make it really hard for me to defend Jim Morrison as a serious artist, and I try to do that all the time because I fucking love that man.
Yeah.
But he makes a buffoon out of himself every time in the past. Like, god damn it.
There was another one that was someone tried to introduce him to Nico.
Yeah, the Nico story where he like got naked and was walking on the fence, just quoting poetry. I think she was still insanely in love with him, right?
I don't know, but they were like. I remember it was someone they were talking to, and it was like watching like two lions in like the wild, like circling each other. He said, and then just Jim grabbed her by the hair and pulled her hair, and then I think the one I read was like they found Nico in like a fountain, like weeping, and Jim was like running around naked.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man,
Jim.
Yeah.
Apparently, she really liked him.
Yeah. Aw, that's a shame.
Have you ever heard her cover of The End on the Peel sessions?
I've heard a cover of her doing The End Have you ever heard the album? I forget the exact name of it, but it's like July something 1974.
Yeah, and it's
it's
with
Eno,
yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
Ayers,
801.
John Cale, and Nico.
Yeah, I have that actually.
It's a really good
Yeah,
album. I
yeah.
like it for the Kevin Ayers stuff because I
Yeah.
really like Kevin Ayers. But I believe she did a cover of The End on it,
Yeah.
and it's really weird.
There's live footage of it. It's really cool too.
And on the album cover, it's got Brian Eno on the back, like, oh! Nico's
There's like
just,
scared face.
Nico's just like, and then Kevin Ayers and John Cale are sitting in the front. Kevin Ayers is like smiling at John
Yeah.
Cale, and John Cale's just glaring at him because apparently the night before they shot that picture, John Cale came to his hotel room and found Kevin Ayers in bed with his wife.
Oh yeah, you told me about this. Yeah.
And so that's why they're
great.
Kevin Ayers just like, and John Cale's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you in your sleep.
That's amazing.
But that's a really good concert. Like the Kevin Ayers stuff, so this is the stuff
Yeah.
I listen to most, and it's really good. And then Brian Eno does a cover with Kevin Ayers of "Baby's on Fire."
Yeah.
Baby's on fire, and I throw her in the water.
Did I hallucinate this? Did you text me Johann Johannson died?
No, he did.
What the fuck?
I know.
I like woke up like at 3 a.m. and saw my phone and I was like, what? And then like went back to bed and I was like, oh, maybe I just dreamed that and like didn't check. But Johansson's dead?
Yeah.
How the fuck did he die?
We don't know yet. Like I could check now to see if they've announced anything, but apparently like they just found him dead in his like apartment in Berlin.
Oh,
and
fuck.
cause of death was not announced. But
Oh,
for people who don't
spooky.
know, Johann Johannson is an excellent composer who did the music for a lot of Dennis. I'm still not going to be able to say his names.
Denis Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve's movies.
Yeah, I did like Sicario and Prisoners and stuff.
And he did for The Theory of Everything, which he got nominated for
He has
an
a
Oscar
really
for.
good solo album that's like Miner's Hymn, and the whole premise was like they play along to all this old footage of like this like British mine that opened up, and it's really cool. But like, what the fuck? Like, what?
And also Reg E. Cathy,
Yeah.
who was in The Wire and a bunch of other stuff. I think he was in Oz as well.
What?
That guy.
Oh yeah, he died. Yeah, from
he
House
died.
of Cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That was sad too.
He was in House of Cards too, I forgot. But Johann Johannson.
We're figuring it out here, folks.
He was younger than both my parents, so just kind of... Well, no, sorry, he was younger than my dad, but he was just a couple years older than my... No, I think he's the same... He's a year younger, older
how
than
old
my...
is he?
Yeah, he was 48.
Oh fuck!
So death. Yep, cause of death currently unknown.
What the fuck?
I was wondering... I was like...
Look at the news like on Google or something.
Yeah, but...
That fucking sucks.
I was wondering, I was like, if he,
If there was some sort of conspiracy.
no, if like he was like ill terminally or
Oh.
something, so that's why he didn't do Blade Runner.
Oh, maybe.
But like, I'm not sure, because what did Denis Villeneuve say about his involvement with Blade Runner? Because he was originally slated to do it.
Yeah, I remember seeing like an interview. It was either an interview I saw or an interview I read with Denis Villeneuve that was like at cons or something. Or like it was just like they had like different like artistic views of like what the soundtrack should sound like, so they just went with Hans Zimmer. But that was like a long time ago. That was like when we first found out he wasn't going to do it, or that's when we found out that he didn't do it, and it was Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer's good. But,
That's
I
great.
mean,
The soundtrack
I
is
thought,
amazing.
because I thought it was Johann Johannson
Yeah.
when I watched it, and I was like, that's excellent. And then I found out it was Hans Zimmer, and I was like, oh, okay.
Hans Zimmer and Atticus Ross, right? Or Atticus
Benjamin Wallfish. I think.
Wallfish. Okay.
Yeah. I think that was who did it. I'm just checking my messages. But no,
So,
that's what I was
so
wondering.
we have to assume Hans Zimmer killed Johann Johannson. Johann Johannson had this like he got Vangelis to come out to record for Blade Runner 2049, and there's a secret soundtrack that is Johann Johannson and Vangelis, And like Denis Villeneuve was like, okay, we'll go with that one. And Hans Zimmer came in with like a bow, like from a violin, and whipped the shit out of Vangelis and Johann Johannson. And Denis Villeneuve watched the entire thing. He said, "This is gonna be my Blade Runner movie, you fucking bitches," and then like beat everyone out. And then that's what happened. That's the conspiracy that we're gonna spread.
And
that's what happened.
And Denis Villeneuve was so impressed that he gave Hans Zimmer the job right on the spot.
Yes. No, he was scared. He was threatened. He won't come out and talk about it. That's what it is. We have to get him to come out and talk about it.
That's right, yeah.
It's this huge conspiracy.
I also, speaking of Villeneuve, I saw an interview with him that Brooks sent me that was talking about... he didn't... He all but admitted that hiring... what's his face?
Jared Leto
was a mistake.
Yeah, I saw that where it's just like, I push myself, and he would just, I couldn't push him right. I'm like, oh, dude, it's okay. You can say he's fucking insane.
He's like, some actors, he's like, you work well with it. He's like, and some you have to push, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And he's like, but and it hurts the final product. He said, but I still feel like we did the best we could with. To play devil's advocate, to meet in the middle, I think that's the best Jared Leto possibly could do. I do believe. Well, what about Dallas Buyers Club?
All right, for Blade Runner, that's the best.
Oh, okay, for Blade Runner.
Not just in general.
Okay.
Like but Connor, do you know who could have played Jared Leto's character? I mean, who in the world could have played Jared Leto's character? I think Benicio del Toro. Benicio del Toro could have played it.
What was with all that? We had to cut for a second because we had my dogs.
You could have just left it like that.
And my dogs went nuts, but and then Josh decided to ham things up when we came back in.
You told me to act. You told me just to play it natural, and that's what I did. That's what you told me as your director. This was your fault. You didn't push me for it.
I'm not a good enough director. I'm not a good enough director. I'll never be a good director.
But Benicio del Toro, or what's his face from No Country for Old Men?
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem, just a creepy character in general. I think. You think that would have been cool? Cool if wasn't a white guy.
So you're saying this creepy actors could
play?
Yeah, like Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. Oh my god! Well, you know what?
I can only make so much.
I can only make so much. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage would have been good. Can only make so much. That's my Nicolas Cage. That's what you got.
Oscar-winning actor. Another
Oscar-winning. Yeah, he's an Oscar. Yeah.
Gary Busey was Oscar nominated. Yeah. There you go.
And used to be in a band before he went crazy, or got into that motorcycle accident or something.
Mm-hmm. I think he got in the motorcycle accident, and then he just was like,
well, I'm crazy, so might as well go with it.
Yeah.
We love you, Gary Busey. Come back to us, even though we've never met. Come be on our show, Gary Busey.
Do you remember I wouldn't like Gary Busey.
If Gary Busey just showed up at our door, first off, we'd have to record outside. We shouldn't let him inside the house. But we'd be like, hey, let's go record, be on our show, Gary Busey, you crazy man.
Do you remember the Amazon Fire commercial he did?
Yes.
That you like talking to things.
Yes.
Oh, lamp. I think they just walked into his house and set up a camera, and he just saw it and was like, gotta plug whatever's next to me. It's a Fire TV stick.
That's just what he does regularly. That equipment was already there because he made it himself.
There's a part where he flicks a wind chime or something like that, and he just goes.
Yeah, I remember that. With his big teeth.
Yeah.
That are all trying to escape. You know what's a movie that's not bad at all, speaking of science fiction films?
Yeah.
The fucking remake of Solaris by Steven Soderbergh.
I thought you didn't like that.
No, I haven't seen it. I've seen it now, and I thought it was great.
Oh, okay.
I love the original. I love the original Solaris. I heard the remake was really bad, so I was like, I'll shy away from it. But I've been watching a lot of Steven Soderbergh stuff. I watched Behind the Candelabra, one of the greatest K-thrillers I've ever seen in my life. Is the best way I can describe that.
Isn't there a scene when Matt Damon is just going down
yeah,
Michael Douglas?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Michael Douglas getting it real hard and taking pills. But no, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot because I bought it on VHS over at the Antique Mall.
Behind the candelabra on VHS.
No, not the behind the candelabra. Solaris.
Oh, okay.
It's actually really weird. I have a lot of Soderbergh stuff on VHS, and that's how I've seen like I think almost half of his filmography, because I got that in Out of Sight, which is all right. Mm-hmm. But Solaris is like the best way to describe it. It's like the original Tarkovsky one is its own like surrealism, dreamlike shit, and then Soderbergh's is just his own version, and it's actually like it kind of like takes a lot of the mystery out of the first one, and like the whole like third act of the first one is like the whole movie of the remake, because like the first part's like there's a lot of shit that happens on Earth, but no, like I thought it was really good. It's like it's shot fucking beautifully, and I kind of wish I hadn't watched it on VHS. But no, I think that's a movie that'll have like a turnaround, and people will come around on it.
Yeah, I was looking at a bunch of stuff that had turnaround. Do you ever heard the? I mean, it's probably still not a good movie, and it's like a complete farce. Just saying the name is just like, what the fuck?
The Son of the Mask. I know.
The 1980-something Peter Weller film Buckaroo Banzai in the Eighth Dimension.
What?
Yeah.
What is this?
It was a science fiction comedy, like fantasy romance. I think it's whatever it said online. It was like a sci-fi romantic comedy mystery movie or whatever. It has Peter Weller, RoboCop. Also stars John Lithgow, which man does nothing bad.
No. Insert quote. Shut up, you fucking cunt.
It has John Lithgow. It has Clancy Brown, the fucking Kurgan from Highlander, and also Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob.
Yeah, amazing. Wait, that's who that is?
Yeah,
that's Mr. Krabs.
That's Mr. Krabs.
That's awesome.
Clancy Brown, who's the fucking villain from Highlander.
That's awesome. He's the voice.
There can be only one SpongeBob. He does a lot of voice acting. Yeah. Like he's got a cool voice. But it was like panned when it came out, but it like has like a huge cult following now.
I'm sure.
And I'm like,
sounds
that's so weird. It
sounds perfectly cult like potential.
Yeah, because like Weller's character is it said a modern day Renaissance man, a like astronaut, physicist or astronomer or something like that, painter, race car driver, and part-time rock star. And I was like, this sounds really not good.
Sounds amazing.
But that one's apparently got like a decent cult following, and it had like one of those like endings where it's like Buckaroo Banzai, we'll be back. And then never got a sequel because it was
atrocious.
Yeah, or like the end of the fucking Masters of the Universe movie.
I've never
the He-Man movie with Dolph
Lundgren
as He-Man.
Dolph Lundgren? Wait, is this like a live action movie? Oh God!
And it had Frank Langella or Langella. I forget how to say his name. He played Nixon in Frost Nixon.
Yeah.
He plays Skeletor.
Oh,
with a shit ton of prosthetic makeup
on. I have to find this on VHS somewhere now.
And then not as a character from the TV show, but a character on Our World, because the He-Man folks come to Our World. Courtney Cox.
Really? Really? When did this come out?
I think like probably in the 90s sometime. That's when He-Man was around, right?
No, He-Man was like.
Oh no, it was 80s. Yeah. So. I think, okay, now I want to say like...
It came out in the 90s and it kind of missed its...
Well, maybe like in 91 or something.
Yeah, like 1990.
But, okay, so Dolph Lundgren, when did Rocky 4 come out?
1989?
So probably a little bit after that, because that was like his first role, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So probably like 1991.
Wow. So He-Man...
During Courtney Cox, when she was like becoming relevant.
Yeah.
But not when she was in Friends.
No, I was going to say like, so He-Man, and then what's the other one? Eighth Dimension guy?
Oh, Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo Banzai in the Eighth Dimension, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what I need to look out for next time at the Antique Mall.
But I mean, the He-Man movie's not good.
No, I didn't assume it was.
There's a scene. It's very homoerotic.
I'm
because
sure
it's
it
a large,
is.
muscular man.
Even
throwing...
the toys look gay. Like all of it looks pretty homoerotic.
Yeah, and there is a scene where they make an escape from Skeletor's henchmen in a pink Cadillac.
See, that's why the fucking do you remember that YouTube meme, the like yeah, see, that's why that works.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Adam, Prince of Eternia.
Yeah, exactly.
Any fabulous powers to me when I raise my sword up and speak the magical words. Like the piano comes in. I don't know the words. I don't know any other words other than really like the chorus to What's Up.
What's going on?
No, it's called What's Up.
Oh, that's what it's
because
called?
like Marvin Gaye's got What's Going On. So they were like, you can't name your song after What's Going On.
Yeah, true. I mean, you can't be better than Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye's like the best. Even though when I first heard his name, I laughed because I was in middle school.
Yeah, like who didn't?
Yeah, because my dad bought like a Marvin Gaye song on my iTunes account, and I was like, "Who's Marvin Gaye and why is his name so dumb?" And my dad was like, "He was one of the coolest guys ever," and I was like, "Really,
dude? Like,
my dad thinks he's cool. He must be cool."
Dude, Marvin Gaye was so cool that his name was so awful. Like he got over it because it's like it's Marvin Gaye. Because he's so cool. That's how he got his career.
Dude, I mean, he wrote the song "Let's Get It On," and no one laughed him out of the clubs.
No.
Yeah.
And then he did. He fucked a lot of guys, but like it's still like it's not. Look, it was the 80s or the 70s.
60s, man.
60s, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I've been really trying. That's a great song. Not his best, but it's a great song.
We have not had a session where we recommend songs in forever. Do you have any? Because I don't. I was listening to Black Angels in the car. And
I've actually recently most of the stuff I've been doing has been as far as listening to music goes, it's just been playing instrumental music because I have so little free time.
Yeah.
Like in between like working and doing rehearsals for this 1984 show, that I was about to plug the show there, and I was like, well. We've had listens in Japan. I don't think like.
What if they came though? What if they did? Like they came to the 1984.
Well, I'd be flattered. I might be a little freaked out, but I'd be
pretty flattered.
To our Japanese fans, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We found out that we've had several listens in Tokyo, Japan, over the past couple of weeks, and we were quite honored to have a following that doesn't just reach out to. One other SoundCloud page, a couple of our friends, maybe some of my family in Scotland, and just that. So, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for listening.
And if I would just like to say, Doi arigato gojiu daikasan masuda, which is just hello, guys. This
I think actually, did you say arigato?
Yeah.
Is that thank you?
Thank you, God's versus Mothra.
Jomo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Thank you very much, Mr. Roboto.
My bad.
Is it the song?
Thank
you very much, Mr.
I fucked
Roboto.
it up. Yeah, I look dumb. Thank you, Japan.
Isn't hello konnichiwa?
Thank you, God. Oh, God. I'm very sick. That's what this is. That's what happened. I was gonna record with fucking Bowen last night, but I was just like, ugh. I'm afraid I've got the flu. And I got the flu shot, which sucks. And apparently this strain of the flu is incredibly resistant.
I didn't get the flu shot, so
well, you should.
Oh, fucking at work the other day, before we go into recommendations, but at work the other day, I'm sitting there and I'm talking to one of my old professors at Carroll, coming to see a movie, and I'm like, I said to her, like, yeah, I think I'm coming down to something. I'm feeling a bit rough. I said, she was like, well, didn't you get your flu shot? And I was like, no. I said, I didn't. She was like, Connor, for goodness sakes. And she's like riffing on me, because she knows me.
Yeah.
Like, we talk to each other and laugh and joke about stuff. And this woman just goes, you never got your flu shot. And I was like, what? And she was like, and you're working with food in the public? And I'm like, I'm more at danger than you are, missus.
Yeah.
I was like, if you've got your flu shot, then you're fine. I didn't get mine.
Yeah.
So I'm probably, if one of you fuckers
I'll
has like
sneeze
the flu,
on all your food as much as I want.
I'm handling money. If some cunt sneezed into his hand, reached in and gave me a fucking dollar bill, I could die.
Yeah.
I could die.
End quotation, Regal Cinemas. You can bleep that if you want. That's their slogan. I've been touching some cunt's money. Regal.
I just see like when we do like the training videos, we had like the I don't remember what I think he's my like head of like HR, PR, HR, something like that, and he does all like the training videos, and he's like, "Hi guys, it's me," whatever his name is, and he's like, "Regal likes to play it, likes to be what is it? Regal likes to keep it real safe." So I just imagine him going, and remember, some cunt sneezed into his hand and gave me a dollar bill.
Real.
So be sure to wash your hands all the time, because if some cunt sneezes into his hand and hands you a dollar bill, you want to make sure you're not passing anything along to other customers.
To other cunts.
to other cunts out there. Like every like, instead of saying like guest or customer or whatever, it's a cunt. We call our customers, we don't call our customers guests here. We call them cunts, because ultimately at the end of the day, that's what everyone will be calling them.
That's what they all are.
Yeah.
Regal. Oh, you want your seat to go back? Go fuck yourself. Go to an AMC, you bitch.
Yeah. Our tickets are too expensive? Sorry. Fuck off.
Oh, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna see the new Thor Ragnarok? Yeah. That's what I thought. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Regal.
Do you want? It's like, hey, did you know if you drive half an hour out of the way to the other theaters around us, it's probably going to cost you roughly the same due to the amount of gas you're using up. So please come to us. What else is your choice?
Please, why don't you fuck yourself right on over here?
Yeah, we may not have that indie movie you want to see, but fuck you.
Sorry, we don't have to killing a sacred deer. Thor Ragnarok.
But we do have that terrible Boss Baby.
Guys, we just got a fucking Oscar movie. It's The Post. Oh.
I mean, technically, Boss Baby was also an Oscar movie.
Oh, God. Don't say that.
Do you know there's like a serious, and I'm like, if it's actually seriously serious, like, and these people are being completely genuine, then I'm actually slowly losing my faith in the opinions of people on the internet. And I know that, yeah, that's a really silly thing to say, but like,
I don't think you should have faith in it to begin with.
But like, right? It really just makes me lose the small amount I had left.
Yeah,
it's like I still watch people on the internet, and I'm like, no, their opinion is pretty solid, and it like it makes me rethink about my opinion on this thing. But people are starting to talk about how good the Boss Baby actually was, and I'm like,
really?
That's a joke, right? And then like people are like, no, yeah, Boss Baby's actually a really good movie. I actually really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. And I'm like, oh my god!
The people who are saying that are like people who are like Ross O'Donovan, who didn't like Blade Runner 2049.
Did he not?
He did not like Blade Runner 2049. Isn't that depressing? He said, all right. So to be fair, and this was all on the SUPERMEGA podcast promoting another show. He
all right, that's the second fucking shout out we've given you, SUPERMEGA.
Yeah, you fucking Ryan McGee and Matt Watson. What the fuck?
I sent you a tweet to SUPERMEGA, and then I added both Ryan McGee and Matt Watson. What the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Where's the reciprocation?
Yeah, and I listen to your podcast when I'm in my boxers playing my PUBG and knockoff game on my fucking phone. What the fuck? Where's the respect?
Yeah, come on, guys. Help a couple brothers out.
But anyways, let me go back to shit talking your colleague. Yeah. To be fair, he said like he has ADHD and he just like thinks like the slow pace was just like he can't handle it.
I think I might have like ADD or something like that. Yeah. I love Blade Runner 2049. What's your fucking excuse, Ross?
Wouldn't it make him also... I don't know if it would make more sense, but it would make the same amount of sense for the opposite to be true. Like, if you have ADD and then you have this movie that like makes you focus on one thing. I don't know. I could see how you could.
I mean, but like
that.
I like even
it's
if
a great movie, whether you have mental disorders or not.
I know, yeah. But like, I mean, I've been like, I've watched movies and I've picked up on like small things in the background that probably I shouldn't have picked up on, but probably wasn't supposed to pick up on in my first watch. And what I should be focusing is what's in the foreground, not in the background.
Yeah.
But
dude, I've had like so many movies recently that I've like rewatched and I'm like, oh, this is fucking stellar.
There's a because back when we first moved to the States, my dad had a Chrysler Pacifica with a DVD player in the back for the back passenger seats. And we only had like a certain amount of American DVDs that we had, so I think we cycled between Spider-Man 2, which is
that's good. I like that.
Series of Unfortunate Events.
The
movie with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that one.
A couple other ones, and Men in Black 1 and 2. And I love Men in Black 1. And, Men in Black 2 is. I still think Men in Black 3 is better than Men in Black 2, but like.
I've never saw 3. I remember seeing 2 a long time ago, but yeah, I love Men in Black 1.
Yeah, but there's a scene when they kill when Kay's in the big giant cockroach and then it pops open. Yeah. They're sitting there and they're having that conversation and they're just small talking. But in the background, because I watched it like about 100 times when I was in the car, I noticed that you can see like the upper half of the cockroach like crawling in the background, like out of focus, like. Behind them.
Oh, that's cool.
You can see it, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!"
Hey, man, smart man.
Fucking Spielberg, man. I mean,
Spielberg.
He was like, he might not have directed it, but he was definitely like a producer on it. Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna look up who directed it.
It's like Robert Zemeckis or something.
No, it could be. I just know the guy. I know what he looks like. He's like a really he's like a short, fat, dorky-looking guy.
Wayne Knight.
Dog shit on Wayne Knight.
I love Wayne Knight. Didn't say anything bad about him. I'm just saying, like, if you want a stout, dorky looking man, Wayne Knight.
He's got a great voice too.
I love Wayne Knight.
He's got that.
I love him in Narcos. He plays as like a really like shitty lawyer in Narcos for like for like the drug dealer. He's cool, and he like is always smoking a cigarette.
You ever seen Third Rock from the Sun?
Yes.
He's great in that. Him and the girl. Like, as the couple?
No, I don't think I've seen any episodes with Wayne Knight in it, but I've seen.
He's like a cop in it.
Oh, is he one of the guys that's like he knows that they're aliens or he thinks they are or something?
He's like the one who's dating Sally.
Oh, okay.
And they always have like the moment where like he'll walk in the room, she's like, "Dom!"
Yeah.
He's like, "Sally."
Oh yeah.
Man in Black.
I love the episode where John Lithgow goes to vote. he's like, would you like vote for this or over here? Oh, this is the worst.
Barry Sonnenfeld. That's
Barry
who directed
Sonnenfeld.
it. Yeah, that's who directed it. Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld?
That fat dorky looking guy.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
Okay.
He directed the Addams Family movie as well.
Oh.
Dude, he was a fucking cinematographer for the Coen brothers.
What?
Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do? Like fucking.
Let's have a look.
Serious Man or something.
Blood
Simple.
Blood Simple.
Fuck yeah.
Compromise. It was that. No, that's not him. That's not the. Raising Arizona.
Oh, cool.
When Harry Met Sally. I mean, that's not Coen Brothers. Miller's Crossing.
Oh, nice.
Misery. Wow.
Dude, this guy's worked on some good shit.
Yeah. I didn't know Rob Reiner did Misery.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Shit.
I'm watching fucking American President right now. And it's weird to watch in fucking 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Rob Reiner's awesome.
Yeah.
He did Spinal Tap.
Yeah, and he did Princess Bride.
Yeah.
And did he do Harry Met Sally?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Directed by Rob Reiner.
Yeah, he's cool. I love seeing him.
Oh, he did Stand By Me.
Yeah, dude.
Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
I love seeing him on Bill Maher. He's really funny and says some really smart things.
Is his dad still alive?
His dad is still very alive. Carl
Holy
Reiner.
shit.
Yeah.
95 years old.
His dad's super cool, too.
Yeah. But
you know what? Fuck you. Who did we invite out here? Super Mega or whoever? Before Super Mega, we invited somebody to be on the show. Gary Busey. Fuck you, Gary Busey. Rob Reiner, come on the show.
Yeah. He, what's his name? Sonnenfeld also directed Get Shorty.
Oh, okay.
The John Travolta, Gene Hackman one.
I've never seen Get Shorty.
Is Get Shorty the first one? Was that? Yeah, that was the first one. Get Shorty's funny. It's got what's his name in it? Dennis something. Dennis Farina.
Oh, Dennis Farina.
Yeah, the angry Italian guy.
You mean Joe Pesci?
No, that guy.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
What else was he in? He's in I didn't know he was in Manhunter. Okay. Yeah, he's in
What is Manhunter? Brooks was talking
that's the first Hannibal Lecter movie.
Oh, is it really?
That's
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's the one that's Michael Mann did.
Is Manhunter good?
I heard it's good. I've heard mixed things. I heard what's his name? I heard Brooks say what's his name? Brooks. That say he thought it was excellent. And I saw way years ago Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic, said he said he really enjoyed it, but like he thought he liked Red Dragon better, which is really weird because
isn't that the
Red Dragon's Red Dragon's the same plot.
Oh, okay.
It's based on the book. The Manhunter is based on the book Red Dragon. It's got William Peterson, Grissom from fucking CSI.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
And Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter. Everyone you ever don't see as Hannibal Lecter is Brian Cox.
Yeah, that's
doing his weird Southern accent. He does this whenever he plays an American character.
Ironically, you know what's also just as weird? Fucking Anthony Hopkins playing as fucking Richard Nixon in Nixon. So there you go.
That's real weird.
I don't like that.
You seen Snatch?
Yes, I love Snatch.
Dennis Farina is Avi in Snatch.
Is he really?
Yeah. The American
responding to a text.
The American gangster guy who comes with to get what's his face back? Benicio del Toro back.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Snatch.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of the other movie.
Sit down
and Barrel. But
sit down and shut up, you big bald fuck.
Yes.
He's Boris the Bullet Dodger. Why they call him that? Because he dodges bullets. Can I call it? Was he says what's Vinnie Jones' character's name again?
David Bowie.
Bullet Tooth Tony. He's like, nice to meet you. Can I call you Bullet Tony? And he's like, you can call. He's like, I forget what he's like. You can call me Vanessa if you fucking like.
Hey man, Guy Ritchie's a good director.
Guy Ritchie is a good director. I really like, and Brooks like fucking shits on him mercilessly because he said he's had 2 good movies in that set.
No, I like the first Sherlock Holmes. I think is really good. I haven't seen the second one.
I like the second one too, but like
I have it on DVD. I just never got around to watching it. But dude, fucking Man from U.N.C.L.E. is like a really good, like just stylistic, like action movie. Like
it's a lot like Cavill and Armie Hammer.
It's
weird.
It's a lot like what the fuck is that movie with Keanu Reeves? They came out, the action movie. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, John Wick?
John Wick. Yeah, it's like that. It's just a really cool stylized action movie.
John Wick. I've never
seen
very
John
simple,
Wick, very simple plot, but like visually really cool. No, yeah, Guy Ritchie's a good guy. I like him. He married Madonna and like had like a huge falling out because she's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And then Sean Penn beat the shit out of her.
I think Sean Penn beat the shit out of her first, and then that happened.
God. Why the fuck do people still like Sean Penn?
I don't know.
When he's not only a shitty human being, an asshole, and like an adequate actor.
The thing is,
okay. To be fair, he is a good actor. He's just
terrible.
He's just such an awful person.
Well, the thing is, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they like Sean Penn. So I think that everyone's opinion on Sean Penn is actually the same.
I mean, but like, it's the fact that he still gets work.
Oh, yeah,
and he's not been like blacklisted like all these other like, okay, all these celebrities who are like sexually harassing women, yes, punish them.
Yeah.
Sean Penn beat the shit out of Madonna.
Yeah, we didn't put him on the right list.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's
got like 2 Oscars, and he's like does humanitarian work. Like that doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He got El Chapo. Like,
I'm not defending Sean
tried to
Penn.
defend-
Don't yell at me.
he tried to defend El Chapo. I mean,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's right. He did try to defend him. And he tried to get an interview with him too, and then it just ended up getting El Chapo caught.
And then like the president of Venezuela, not Venezuela, like some country.
Was it Colombia?
It might have been, and he was like, when he died or was like removed from, I think he died. He was like, the people of this country have lost a great leader. When the people of that country were like, no.
Oh yeah, it was like
He was
super
like
corrupt.
he was like the dictator almost.
Yeah.
And he was like, I lost a good friend, and the people of this country lost a great leader.
Sean Penn's the kind of
like,
guy that would be like
no.
best friends with Kim Jong Un, like Dennis
Dennis
Rodman.
Rodman.
Yeah, he's that kind of crazy where it's like, no, he's just misunderstood, and we're just all like, no, you're crazy.
I mean, it makes sense when you think about Dennis Rodman liking Kim Jong Un, because he's fucked up as well.
Oh yeah, like
he's fucking crazy.
They're all fucking crazy.
I like how I've watched Third Rock from the Sun and Men in Black, and they both make a Dennis Rodman as an alien joke.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Like Dennis Rodman shows up in Third Rock from the Sun as an alien, and then fucking Men in Black, they're like, better call Dennis Rodman. He's from that planet. And like, he's an alien. Not much of a disguise, is it?
Yeah. Dude, he's fucking crazy.
Okay, so like 15 minutes ago, you asked me about recommendations. So
yeah, we never even did that.
Let's do recommendations.
I like again because like we're talking about how busy we are, and I am too. And the only music that like I've really been listening to is The Doors, because I'm just like trying to get into that mindset.
Have you listened to any of Portugal the Man's music? No, it's Portugal the Man.
Only the one hit that like got popular recently.
Okay. So apparently a lot of people like are very divisive on that. Mm-hmm. It's my favorite. That's my word of the month. Divisive.
Hey! We'll be hearing that word a lot.
But apparently it's very divisive because a lot of people either like the fans are like, yeah, it's a good song, and then like people obviously if it's a fucking like top 40 hit, then it did pretty well with like the general public. But then there's like the fans of the band who have been like fans of them since they started and like, this is garbage, they're selling out.
All hipsters. Which I hate that so much.
And I think the song's fun. I like it. It's a catchy song.
Sorry, your artist wants to be successful.
Yeah, and
the person you like wants to be liked by others.
And the guy who sings it does a really good has really good falsetto to sound like a woman at that point.
Are you telling me I'll like Portugal the Man?
Yeah, the album they have is called Woodstock, and it's based around like 60s music.
Oh, nice.
And like the same kind of like political like. Well, not Feel It Still. Maybe it is. I just haven't got that impression yet. A lot of the stuff is very political. And there's like I was listening to it in the bus for school, and then I checked one of the songs and I was looking at it and it was like marked explicit, and I was like, shit. But there's like Feel It Still. There's Rich Friends, which is fun. I could really, really, really use a rich friend like you.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's a catchy one too. But I've been meaning to get more into their stuff, so I need to, because Liam's a fan of them, so
really?
I might need to hit him up some point for that. Let me think who else I can give like a little shout out to musically. Have you heard of the song No Roots by Alice Merton?
I don't know.
It's a song by a German, British, Canadian American artist. She was born in Germany, raised in Canada, Britain, and the States.
What is she, Björk?
No, Björk's just Icelandic.
Oh, I thought she was also from like a crazy background. I thought Björk was like from like Iceland and like South Africa or something.
I don't know. I always just thought she was Icelandic.
Or just an alien or something.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah.
Someone came out and told me Björk was an alien.
Knew that. We just kind of like were okay with it.
I'd listened back to that song she did when she was 16 called Birthday, where she's just like...
You were really trying to sell your glam rock stream to me.
Well, no, I was trying to, because she like cracks it, and I'll play it for you real quick. And I'd just be like, no, I can totally understand that if someone said that she was actually an alien. It's a weird song. Like, it's got a nice kind of like hook to it with her like guttural like banshee screams, funnily enough. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Could we get copyright?
I need to get into more Björk because I was.
She's got a crazy voice if you
was
think about it. Like, that's since she was like 16 and she's doing all that crazy stuff with her voice.
No, she's incredibly talented.
And I think that song is about a little girl who was molested by her neighbor. But I don't know. It makes me really uncomfortable to listen to when I listen to the lyrics. I'm like, I don't know if I like this. A fun fact, it was covered once by the Mars Volta, which I really fucking need to hear.
I want to hear that.
Because I want to hear Cedric
rock.
Bixler Zavala being like, doing all those like screams and stuff like that.
I need to listen more Mars Volta and
Mars Volta are great.
yeah, and fucking
Francis the Mute, I've heard people, and I could agree with them to an extent, is one of the best prog rock albums to come out in the last 20 years. Although it is 13 years old now.
Do you know the Black Angels at all? They were
Black Angels?
Yeah. Did you ever watch True Detective?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one song? Fuck, of course, I'll just play it.
Was it the one that started like the theme for it?
No, it's not the theme. Although the theme for it's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much
I
think it was written by T-Born Burnett.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people that actually enjoys season 2 of True Detective.
Oh, was it from season 2?
No, it's from season 1.
Oh, okay.
But like, I always bring that up because everyone's like, this one sucks.
I never saw it.
It's just different.
First season
like,
was really good.
Oh, the first season's fucking amazing, but like, it's just different. Like, there was this article I read not too long ago where they talk about like this really cool foreshadowing thing that like I didn't even pick up when I watched it. That the dad gives to Colin Farrell. He's like, he describes a dream that he had, and it all deals with like the final scene. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't even think of that. It's all really cool. Yeah, this song.
Is Colin Farrell in it?
Oh yeah, he does.
I love Colin Farrell.
Fucking this song. It's in the first one. In like episode 5 or some shit. But
Are you connected to my Wi-Fi?
Maybe. I believe I am. But it's I actually used it in a fucking ending credit song in my final for video production. I actually messaged these guys like a long time ago when I uploaded that to YouTube, like getting their permission, and I never heard back from them. And I don't even think that was back when their album Indigo Meadow came out, their most recent one, and that was like years ago. So I don't even know if they're still
turn it down a bit so we can hear you over it. But...
Yeah. But yeah, I like that sort of like
that fuzzy guitar.
Yeah, fuzzy garage rock sound.
Let me think. But yeah, this the one I was gonna recommend as well.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like
fucking
that. What's it called? The Black Angels.
Yeah, and that's their fucking album. Troubled or some shit. I have it on my phone somewhere.
But the one I was going to recommend is a young budding artist named Alice Murton, and she's, like I said, she's like a Canadian German mutt, but that's important to know because she has a song called No Roots, which is about kind of like being like, I don't know, yeah. And I enjoyed it because I was like, I understand that, I've grown up in 3 different countries at this point. I mean, it was only a year and a half in Canada, so really that doesn't count. But like,
but I like the apologetic pussy you are now.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But it's a really good song, and there's a part of it because it's like got this really cool, like the harmonies are cool because it's like he goes, I got no roots, I got no roots, my feet. No, I got no roots, my feet were never on the ground. I got no roots, I got no roots. It's kind of like this, but it's got a great bass line too.
Ooh,
yeah,
I like that.
And then like,
oh, this is cool. Yeah. I like this.
It's a pretty jamming song. Apparently it's been overplayed on the radio, but like I don't listen to radio.
Yeah,
so
neither
that's
do
why.
I.
But I like the harmony. It's like I got no, and when she says roots, so like all the back and forth, like roots.
Yeah,
that's cool. But then like right at the end, there's like a synth break, and I always appreciate that.
I won't forget to find them. I've got no.
Yeah. That, like, fucking poly synth right there.
Yeah, I dig it. Like, and again, like the subject matter, I was like, yeah, that I relate to that. So that's something I enjoy. And one other song I got. I don't know if she's done anything else since, but that was like released in 2016. It didn't come here till like I think late 2017.
Yeah.
But didn't chart or anything like that, and I hope it starts to pick up because I really enjoy the song.
Do you know whose music I've been listening to the most?
Who? The Doors?
Well, yeah, that. But like my own that I've been making with, or not my own really. I kind of have like more of like a 25% involvement at this point. But like the music I've been making with Ethan Hansen and Ben Reef and Tim Lyons for the short that you're in, man.
Yeah.
And, originally, what this episode was going to be I was going to have them all on, but that kind of fell through again.
Yeah. It was going to be a cool interview thing.
We're going to interview all these like musicians and stuff and have them play some stuff. But no, that stuff I got to show you, man. That shit fucking.
I've heard some of it. Some of it's really cool.
The stuff Ethan mastered, like it's like I can see the film coming together now. Like I believe like 50% of that movie is its visuals and then 50% what you hear.
I really like what I guess Tim was the bassist.
Yeah, he was playing all my Rickenbacker bass.
And he was like taking the lighter and he was like running down. So it was like,
oh god, yeah, and the stuff. Oh god,
it sounded a lot cooler than what I'm doing, but it was it's some of it's like really really like. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's starting to hail outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
That was. I didn't even know that was supposed to happen today. Well, as long as the schools don't get an early dismissal, we'll be fine. No, it was really cool to sit and listen to and watch. Like it's like sync up with the film and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you have any more recommendations you want to give out?
Fuck.
And we can like once we do like a thing with that, we can maybe play some of the music for you guys.
Or like start putting like links or something.
Yeah.
To show the artist. No, unfortunately not. I've just been like listening to the Doors and just like trying to like work on that stuff. I don't know, the Guess Who, American Woman.
Oh, hey, do you want to hear?
I have to play the rhythm for the rock ensembles.
Do you want to hear a great story about? I was singing No Sugar Tonight at Celebrate. I was doing the
No Sugar Tonight.
I was doing the down, 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 down. Dude, man, Burton Cummings, real quick, lead singer for Guess Who, killer voice.
Oh, dude,
killer
amazing.
voice.
I forget like some of the songs that they did. I've been listening to their best stuff
No
lately.
time. Don't know that. I just know that part. Bunch of Canucks.
Yeah.
Good band. I enjoy the Guess Who. But I was singing No Sugar Tonight, which is one of my favorites by them. Because it's kind of proggy at times because it has like the acoustic part, then like the faster paced part, then it goes back into the like dun 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 dun, and then it goes into like the part with the electric piano, like dun 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 dun. It has like that like the kind of like funkier bit.
It's also in a very funny bit and very funny episode of Nirvana the band, the show. They played No Sugar Tonight. Oh my god.
But so I'm singing that, and one of the kids in my class goes, "What are you singing?" I said, "The Guess Who," and he goes, "I don't know." and we have a bit like a fucking Abbott and Costello routine
for like 30 minutes.
Like he's like, "I don't know. Imagine Dragons." No, The Guess Who. And he's like, I don't know. I don't know that many bands. And I was like, no, the name of the band is Guess Who. And he's like, I don't know. I don't know many bands. I was like, no, the actual name of the group is The Guess Who. The band called themselves Guess Who.
And
he's
you're
like,
just yelling at this child.
I'm like cracking up at the same time. Like I'm not angry. I'm like frustrated because I'm like, no, understand me, child. But I'm also laughing because I was like, this is like a real live comedy bit. Like this is amazing. And then like the other teacher had to come in and was like, no, the band is called The Guess Who. And he's like, I don't know who they're called.
I don't know.
And like,
stop.
The band is a band, and the band's name is the actual words the, guess, and who, because they wanted to like
do what you're doing right now.
They wanted to mess with people. And fun fact,
you fell into what they wanted. There you go, kid.
50 years ago.
No longer relevant. Get the fuck out.
But like, I mean, when I first, my dad had like one of the car radios that had to tell you what band's playing, and it said "Guess Who," and I was like, "Oh, is this a competition? Do we have to call in and guess who the band is?" And I was like, "No, the band's called Guess Who."
I always thought the first time I heard of the Guess Who, actually the first time I ever heard of the Guess Who, it was like a poster in my music teacher's room. To the Guess Who, and I was like, "What is this? Like, this is a weird Who poster. Like, it's not even fucking the Who." Like, is this like
that's
a cover?
Roger Daltrey. That's like, so certainly not Keith Moon.
I was like, "Is this a cover band for the Who?" And she's like, "No, it's the Guess Who." I'm like, "Who?" And then I heard American Woman. Stay away.
That's a he hates that song.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Because he's like, well, not because it's overplayed, but because he was like, yeah, when I sang it,
I
was
actually really supported the Vietnam War.
Did it really?
No, but like it's an anti-war song, so I think it's funny. If it's like, I actually really loved Vietnam.
Like he's like, when I recorded it, he said I was young, and he was like, and I was arrogant. And he was like, and I was a huge fan of Led Zeppelin at the time. He said, so I really wanted to sound like Robert Plant. And I was like, well, I think you sound better than Robert Plant on it.
It's a fucking great song.
Like, I think, I love Led Zeppelin. Right? Don't ever get me wrong. I love Led Zeppelin. I love John Bonham. I love Jimmy Page. John Paul Jones, even though he's a fucking weird guy, and Robert Plant, but like they are some of the most overrated musicians on the planet.
Literally, fucking those guys woke up one day and were like, "What if the Doors were more bluesy?" Like that's Led Zeppelin.
I mean,
like, that's Led Zeppelin.
But I think
I love them, but that's what they are.
I don't think the Doors had anything to do with that. I think they were just like,
oh, dude,
let's just do
Robert
dirty.
Plant tries to be Jim Morrison so hard all the fucking time.
I mean, I just think they were like, let's make a blues band, but like
hard,
but like wink at the audience with all these sexual innuendos,
dude,
and Jimmy Page turned to Robert Plant and be like, hey, just see this, pretend this is your vocal cords, and just go like that to them.
Connor very rigorously jerked off a bottle of vape juice. Vape Nation.
I mean,
but dude, like,
I listened to like How Many More Times, and that like high note he hits at the end when he's doing the Hunter.
Yeah.
Got you in the sights of my.
Here it is. God damn it. That peak is bigger than my arm. Like that is like that's like a fucking like a horse dick. Jesus Christ. But dude, in fucking A Whole Lot of Love, he's like literally quoting Backdoor Man.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like,
which is a cover.
Yeah, I know, but like still. Again, like a more bluesy The Doors.
Yeah.
A copy of a copy. Yeah. But no, again, I love Led Zeppelin.
I did too. I would.
Please call.
But like,
Robert Plant Page.
No, Robert Plant wouldn't do anything. He'd probably sue us for mentioning his band
name.
He
probably would.
But like John Bonham's one of my favorite drummers, and like I love him dearly. But like just like the way that people go on about like the be all end all of rock music,
no, they most certainly
gets
aren't.
frustrating.
Yeah, that is. That they're the peak and that's it.
Mm. And I still think Jimmy Page is nowhere near as good as everyone lets him out to be. I think he's a great guitarist.
He's the less like douchey Slash, I think.
As in less douchey people like him, or like
or right,
people
yeah,
less douchey about him.
Or like he's like I don't know. I don't even think Slash is all that douchey. But like
I think the fan base behind Slash is douchey.
Yeah.
And I think the persona of Slash with like the top hat and the glasses and the long hair is the douchey part.
Yeah. That's what I would say. Yeah.
But I
the
just
cooler Guns N' Roses, if you will. It's a bad comparison.
That's giving me like
the good version.
Cancer.
The good version. Like if Guns N' Roses played real rock and roll, it would sound like a Led Zeppelin.
And if their frontman wasn't a whiny little bitch.
Yeah.
hate Axl Rose.
Oh, I hate it. Every cover they do, it drives me crazy.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, hey, hey. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Fucking hate.
Oh, the cover of Living That Dies bad.
But I love Welcome to the Jungle.
The cover of
Paradise City's cool.
Paradise City is cool. I have a soft spot for Paradise City. Welcome to the Jungle just makes me cringe a little bit now.
It just makes me want to be riding a motorcycle fast in Vice City.
Sweet Child of Mine just bores me now.
Yeah.
I mean, the guitar solo is cool, but then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's done. I'm like, all right. But Paradise City, I enjoy. Yeah. Paradise City just gets so aggressive near the end. It's great.
No, yeah,
it's like the one part of the guitar solo is just like, and I'm like, ah.
See, that's what our show is. We shit talk you and then we find a compliment about you. Yeah. You'll like them.
Although I do like to change the lyrics, so it's take me down to the Paradise City where the girls are green and the grass is pretty.
Green girls and pretty grass.
My dad and I sometimes in the car like to change the lyrics to popular songs on the radio. Bob Seger's Running Against the Wind is now Bob Seger's Pissing Against the Wind. What's another one?
Pissing Against the Wind.
It's about the same thing, really.
So fucking stupid. I love
that. It's really the same thing. Yeah, it's like you should it's hard to run against the wind.
It is.
If you piss against the wind, it's all just gonna come back. A wise man once was asked a question by a pilgrim. He turned and peed into the wind and said, "It's all coming back to me." Oh my God. And on that note, we shall leave you.
And that's our morning edition, folks.
Yeah. So everybody, you know where to find us. We're on SoundCloud at You'll Like. Sorry, we're on SoundCloud and Facebook as You'll Like. Conor and Josh's You'll Like 'em podcast. It's too early to be doing this shit. Conor and Josh's You'll Like 'em podcast. We're on Twitter at You'll Like 'em pod. All one word, no capitalization, punctuation, nothing like that. I am not gonna give my Twitter handle because I hate it. It's at Keith Moon is God.
Got you.
Which is an old one that I probably should change, but I don't know if they let you change it.
Yeah, they do.
They do? Okay,
yeah.
then
Because speaking of mine is now JB Iaskovich on Twitter, or is it JBY Films on Twitter, and then my fucking Instagram name, which if anybody's trying to contact me or do anything, find me on Instagram. It is literally the only one I use the most. I've just straight up stopped using Facebook. The only time you'll ever see me post on Facebook is when I'm on Instagram and I post something and I click the little switch to have it show up on my Facebook. I'm JB Askovich. Just that's what it is. Find me on any social media. It's just JB Askovich.
So thank you for listening, and we will see you guys again. Literally, we will look through your computers, your phones, whatever device you listen on, and we will see you.
I'm coming for you.
In the dark.
I'm coming for you, Ryan McGee and Matt Watson and Gary Busey and Rob Reiner.
Yes, we expect to see you on our next episode.
We want you here.
Although we might record another episode, who knows. Anyway, bye.
Bye!